The M5 iPad Pro is coming with jaw-dropping upgrades. Latest leaks show that the next-gen iPad Pro will feature tandem OLED displays launching in late 2025. According to supply chain sources, the M5 iPad Pro might even include wireless charging capabilities and a completely redesigned feature set. Let's find out more about this upcoming iPad Pro. The rumored M5 iPad Pro is not expected to introduce a radically new design. Instead, it is likely to refine and continue the ultra-slim and premium aesthetic introduced with the M4 generation. Multiple sources suggest that the same thin dimensions will carry over approximately 5.1 millimeters for the 11-inch model and around 5.3 millimeters for the 13-inch version. The aluminum unibody chassis, squared edges, and symmetrical bezels are expected to remain unchanged. There has been no solid information suggesting the return of a glass back or the introduction of new materials. The camera bump and button placements are expected to stay the same, and no changes are anticipated in the position of the Face ID sensor, magnetic connectors, or USB-C port. One of the standout aspects of the M5 iPad Pro is its rumored display. Apple is expected to continue using the tandem OLED technology that debuted in the 2024 iPad Pro. This dual-layer OLED system allows for much higher peak brightness and better power efficiency. With two OLED panels working in tandem, the screen is able to produce much deeper blacks and more vibrant colors, all while consuming less power than previous LCD or mini LED setups. The refresh rate is expected to remain at 120 Hz thanks to ProMotion technology. Display resolution is not likely to change drastically from the current models, meaning the 11-inch model will retain a resolution of approximately 2420 by 1668 pixels, while the 13-inch variant should stay near 2732 by 2048 pixels. Some speculation also points toward improved anti-reflective coating and better support for HDR content, further cementing the iPad Pro's role as a productivity and media powerhouse. The new iPad Pro will be powered by Apple's M5 chip, which is currently in the testing phase and built on a refined version of the 3nm process from TSMC. The M5 chip is expected to bring noticeable gains in both performance and efficiency over the already capable M4. Core architecture details are still speculative, but early leaks suggest a modest increase in CPU and GPU core count, enhanced neural engine capabilities, and broader AI processing support. This aligns with Apple's focus on Apple Intelligence, which will require high performance on device processing. Memory and storage options are likely to mirror those of the previous generation. RAM may remain at 8 GB for base models and 16 GB for higher-tier configurations. Storage options are expected to start at 256 GB and go up to 2 TB. Apple reportedly removed the 128 GB tier in the previous generation and is unlikely to bring it back. The camera system is not expected to change significantly. It will likely retain a single 12-megapixel wide-angle rear camera with LiDAR scanner, as well as a 12-megapixel ultra-wide front camera with center stage support. Video capabilities will likely continue to include 4K recording, smart HDR, and stereo audio capture. The M5 iPad Pro is expected to ship with iPad OS 19, which is rumored to offer major upgrades aimed at making the iPad even more of a laptop replacement. Software enhancements are said to include more refined window management, better external display support, and deeper integration of Stage Manager. Some leaks hint at macOS-style multitasking features, allowing users to switch between app windows more easily. The Apple Pencil Pro, which was introduced with the M4 iPad Pro, is expected to be fully compatible with the M5 version. This stylus supports new squeeze gestures, gyroscopic input for 3D manipulation, and haptic feedback. Face ID is expected to remain the primary biometric security method, and there are no credible rumors about the return of Touch ID. iPadOS 19 is also rumored to better integrate with iCloud and Apple's cross-platform services, improving the experience for users who work across iPad, Mac, and iPhone devices. Improvements to Files, Safari, and even Final Cut Pro for iPad may be introduced in tandem with the new hardware. Battery specifications for the M5 iPad Pro remain unconfirmed, but leaks suggest similar battery sizes to the M4 models. The 11-inch model is rumoured to feature an approximately 8,300 mAh battery, while the 13-inch model could have around 10,340 mAh. Battery life is expected to remain roughly the same, offering up to 10 hours of web browsing or video playback. Efficiency improvements in the M5 chip and a potential new display driver integrated circuit could provide minor gains in real-world battery endurance. However, do not expect drastic changes, as Apple tends to prioritize thinness and performance balance over larger batteries. Charging will likely remain via USB-C with Thunderbolt support. Wireless charging and reverse charging have not been mentioned in any credible leaks and are considered unlikely. According to multiple sources, the M5 iPad Pro is currently in testing, with production expected to ramp up in the second half of 2025. This aligns with a potential release in the fourth quarter of 2025, most likely in October or November, based on Apple's usual fall hardware schedule. As for pricing, Apple is expected to maintain the same structure introduced with the M4 iPads. The 11-inch M5 iPad Pro is expected to start at $999, while the 13-inch variant may begin at $1,299 USD. Ongoing trade negotiations and tariffs on semiconductors not produced in the United States might raise production costs, which could be passed on to consumers. Deciding whether to wait for the M5 iPad Pro depends on your current device and what you need from a tablet. If you already own the M4 iPad Pro, there is currently no strong indication that the M5 will bring revolutionary changes. The design appears to be staying the same, and while performance will improve with the M5 chip, most users are unlikely to notice a dramatic difference in everyday use. However, if you are using an M2 or older iPad Pro, waiting could be worth it. The combined improvements in display technology, artificial intelligence features in iPadOS 19, and raw performance from the M5 chip might make for a noticeably better experience, particularly for professionals and creative users. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Check the description below for some amazing deals on the latest Apple gadgets. Subscribe for more videos like this.